All right, you guys. Let's see. Okay, I try to adjust my camera a little bit. I can't really. Oh, I'm trying to adjust it. I can't do anything. Something's going on, but oh well. Come on. Okay. Okay. Sorry, you guys. I was just trying to adjust my camera for a bit. Yeah. Um Hey, this is your girl Binky. Good afternoon slash good evening for those on the East Coast. And this is another episode of Self Talk with your girl Binky. So we're gonna do a roll call. We're gonna recap all five soaps. And we're gonna do a little bit of speculating. So for all five soaps, Beyond the Gates, Young and the Restless, Bold and Beautiful, Days of Our Lives, and General Hospital. Today we're going to talk about what's going on with Y&R. So um, so with Y&R, a lot of stuff has happened so far with I mean it's still continuing with the Kane storyline, the Newmans and the Abbotts taking down Kane and then trying to backstab each other. I just knew that this little partnership that Victor and Jack had, it just went nowhere. And now they're just back to kind of like just planning on stabbing each other in the back using this AI software just to get back at each other. It's just the same shit. I can see a lot of people's issues as far as Young and the Restless. They just recycle storylines. The Abbotts and the Newmans just going back and forth. And then you have somebody like Kane Ashby who made a return, who had this alter ego, Aristotle Dumas, whatever you call it, alter ego or alias that he went under, and he basically like just lied. He lied to everyone. Just for 6 years, he he was he had like a different identity. So yeah. So as for that storyline, taking down Kane, and I know that the business storyline is not everyone's. Not the business storyline, but like anything to do with business. A lot of people find the show so boring. And at first, when I first started watching the show, I did have to admit it was hard for me to go along with the every storyline with the characters, and then how one character is related to the other. And it was kind of hard. I'm in the beginning it was somewhat boring, but as I kept watching, it's like, okay, now it's becoming really interesting. And I like the dynamic with the characters. I like when certain characters interact with each other. Like there's characters that they don't often interact, but they interact, so that's cool too. And um and one thing, um yeah, so I kind of like the interaction. Let's see. I want to pause real quick, and I'm just waiting for more viewers, just since I'm live. Um, so I'm just gonna kind of like, just kind of like wait for a bit. And I'm just gonna pause on just everything, reviewing all the soaps. I just want to just talk about my day so far. My day so far it's been okay. I was at my dad's place. I've been over there. I was over there um yesterday and a little bit today. I left earlier this morning, and I'm at home, as you can see. The background, the mirrors, and everything. So I've just been kind of like just um I just been chilling, and it started to rain. And my dad did tell me last night that it was going to rain. And I didn't even come prepared. I should have just brought my umbrella when I was on my way to his place yesterday. And I gotta really start paying attention to the news, because it's like, yeah, yeah, like with the weather. And oh, and speaking of news, oh, it's so many people dying. You have the neo soul singer D'Angelo. For those who are not familiar with R&B, especially the Black community, D'Angelo, he passed away at the age of 51 today. And just a few days ago, it was actress Diane Keaton passing on. So it's just so many, so many famous people dropping dead like flies. It's just, 2025 has been like hell. I feel like it's a repeat of 2024. And I don't think that this year is as bad as 2024, because last year it was like actual hell. Like, I lost my mom, and my world just turned upside down. I just remember that day. The day um the day I was at the hospital. My father and I were at the hospital, and we had to watch my mom take her last breath. They turned off the machines. She was on life support. She was sedated. She wasn't conscious. And what she had, it was so fatal that it shut down all her organs, just slowly. And it's crazy because my dad and I, we all thought that she was getting better, but and then it got worse. I remember it was like the week of Martin Luther King Day, and yeah. So I remember that call that I received from my father that Monday night. I just got home from work, and that's when he called me. He told me that my mom is in the hospital, and she's not doing so well. And he told me what she really had. Sorry for drinking on camera, but this is um I was coughing for a bit, so bear with me. Yeah, so yeah. And since I don't drive, and it was too late for me to visit her, and visiting hours are over like around 8 p.m., so it was too late for me to see her, and I'm in a different city. So I had to wait till the next day to go see her. So I went to the hospital, and I went through the visitor. Yeah, I got a visitor pass, and I went to the ICU room, and then I had to, like, basically, like, you know, I had to pick up an orange phone just for, and then to let me in. And then I went to her room, and that's when I saw my mom, and she was really unconscious, and she was very unresponsive, and she was not like she was that close to death until the doctor, the ICU team saved her for a bit, and things were getting better until that Thursday. So basically January 15th, that was when she was first admitted to the hospital. And ever since, she was getting, like, she was closer to death. They were able to save her in time all the way to Tuesday, January 16th. So all this was last year, um, when everything went down, leading towards her death. And yeah, so basically, yeah, so it was Tuesday, January 16th, 2024. She got better, and then my dad was at the hospital already, and he had to let her friends, her relatives, to let basically let them know that she's in the hospital. So so yeah, so after Tuesday, then was Wednesday, January 17th, and then things were getting better. They were going to operate on her, just for her to kind of like breathe on her own again. And then that's when things got worse. Thursday, January 18th, when I got the phone call, and then the doctor told me that my mom's condition has gotten worse. And then everything just went downhill ever since. So, yeah, so, yeah, I don't want to get into it as far as my mom's passing goes. But anyway, other than that, I had a good time with my dad yesterday. And yeah, so I catch up with all the soaps, such as because I only watched three of them, three of the five regularly, which is YNR, B&B, and Beyond the Gates. And so I watched all of them. I did watch a little bit of last week's. I did watch last Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday's episodes, and then I watched yesterday's episodes as well, and then I watched today's episodes. So I am all set, and I'm just looking forward to tomorrow's episodes. Yeah. So as for Young and the Restless, back to that. Let's see. Yeah, because I think yesterday's episode when Nick got a phone call from Sharon about Noah, and he was involved in a car accident in LA because Nick was supposed to fly to LA to check on his son. And yeah, so he was like, "No, like I'm gonna like I get that like this is family business with the Newmans facing a big threat with somebody like Kane, and and then Nick is like, nah, I gotta fly out to the West Coast to check on my boy. And to me it's like that's more important than family business as far as like Newman Enterprises, and like Victoria and Adam can keep, and even Nikki can keep him posted as he flies out there to LA. But yeah, but when he got that call, like, from Sharon saying, "Oh, this is Cassie all over again." I'm like, no, go check on your boy. Go see your son. That's like really important. That's like the most important thing that you have to do. So yeah, so that storyline is interesting. I want to see more Nick and Sharon. I love them together. Schick with the Schick fans. Shout out to the Schick fans. They've been writing really really hard for Nick and Sharon, and they have so much chemistry. They have kids. They have about what about three kids together. So yeah, so shout out to the Schick fans. And I'm really speaking of Schick. I those are one of my favorite pairings, and I live for pairings. And I kind of do like the romantic part of soaps. I I mean, you guys know that I am a Sprinter fan. Spencer Cassadine and Trina Robinson from General Hospital. I am a fan of that pairing, and I will forever be a fan. So yeah, so Chick is one of those most popular pairings in daytime TV history. So yeah, so as for Nick and Sharon, that storyline is interesting to me. As for let's see, so anything happened. Let's see. As far as like the Mariah, Tessa, Daniel storyline, I believe that Tessa and Daniel, they already went to. I guess they went to the town that Mariah went to. As far as like, this was like during the Ian Ward event. And then basically Tessa, she found out that Mariah almost killed the old man that she met. And yeah, so I mean, that's like really picking up, and then fearing that she could be in danger. Not only Mariah. See, Mariah, I think she went somewhere else for help. um I can't. I have to like. I need to look up the city that Mariah went to seek help. Let's see. Um, let's see. And I gotta find something. These are the Wednesday spoilers. Okay. Trying to look up which city. It's not showing about Mariah and I need to know about the Mariah and okay, Mariah tried to kill a man. Yeah. Okay, so basically Mariah went out of town just to seek some help, and Tessa realized that she could be in danger. Not just Mariah. Yeah, so basically she and their baby could be in danger. Let's see. Yeah, oh yeah, so recently, um I don't want to switch gears for a bit, but as far as Kyle and Claire, what they got going on. Claire, it's seen in LA. This was I think this was not yesterday's episode, but today's episode, where Claire and Holden, they were at a restaurant in LA, and here comes Tamara Braun's character. Yeah, so Tamara Braun, she made her debut on YNR, which was it was really really good debut. And yeah, so Kyle, I don't know. As for Kyle and Claire, you guys know where I stand as far as them as a pairing. They just they don't mish. They just don't they just don't have it, okay? They don't have it. No spark, no romantic chemistry. I think it's best if they just not get back together. Okay, I get it. Claire needs some space to find herself. But when she's around Holden, she is more herself. When she was around Kyle, she was just acting like a child. Yeah, so and then Kyle got the nerve to go to Victoria and ask her for the address. I'm like, oh, just to save this relationship. Oh, uh, I don't want Claire around Holden. You know, she doesn't know what she's getting herself into. I'm like, she knows what she's getting herself into. It's like let her explore and let her just just be adventurous and just basically explore. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with having some space. So yeah, I mean, Kyle and Claire to me, they just I don't know. I mean, Kyle, like he just needs to like let her be because if he goes to LA, then he's gonna make the situation worse, and then there's no guarantee that they'll work things out. So it's best for Kyle not to go to LA and cause a scene. Um, yeah. So enough with Kyle and Claire. Um, as far as Billy and Sally, um, and Jill is becomes the investor for Abbott Communications, and Sally has been told not to tell Billy because Billy, his relationship with his mother is very, very strained. So yeah. So as for Billy and Sally, um, just another couple, Kyle and Claire. No romantic chemistry whatsoever. Let's see. As for, I want to go back to Kane and Phyllis. I think there's a spoiler going around that Phyllis is gonna she's gonna get in deep trouble working for Kane. And I can see Nick, I can definitely see Victor, and I can see Lily just telling her, yeah, I told you so. I really, really told you so. Yeah, so yeah. And yeah, so I think that's all I want to cover for YNR. Let's move to B&B. B&B has been crazy. It's mostly about Luna, the predator, should I say, the grapist, should I say the grapist, and yeah. So basically, this week, yesterday on yesterday's episode, actually, I want to do a recap of last week, when when Finn finds out about her being alive, and then he's fearing the safety of Steffi and the kids, and then that's when Luna popped up in his office and just revealed herself like, hey dad, I'm alive. And that's when like fans like, oh, he was shot. I mean, he was shot, but then again it's like, and then he finds out that she's pregnant with Will's baby. And he was like, oh wow, like 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 wow. So yeah, so he's just fearing for Steffi and the kids' safety. I mean, as he should. I mean, yeah. Yeah, Luna may be his flesh and blood, but at the end of the day, it's like, no, she's a murderer. She is a rapist. A rapist. Um yeah, so she should be in prison. But yeah, so this is leading up to Luna taking a paternity test. And this happened, so they started with yesterday with Luna taking a paternity test, and they had Bridget just perform the procedure, not the procedure, but the test. And since Luna is like 7 weeks pregnant, she's far enough um to take a paternity test. So it turns out that it's almost 100% accurate as far as like the test, and it shows that Will Spencer is the father. So yeah, and everyone was not so thrilled. And then what really made my day was when Electra, when she called the cops. She called the cops, and Luna, her ass didn't even know it, and she acted like, oh, I don't deserve this. Oh, that's not right. I'm like, okay, killing two people, shooting two people, kidnapping a woman, and SAing a man. That was those weren't right. They were not right. What she did wasn't right. But she wants to talk about, oh my God, you call the cops on me, I'm getting arrested. Oh my baby, I'm pregnant. I'm like, so what? Women give birth in prison all the fucking time. Ain't nothing new. And there's a saying that my mom told me after she had me, and what my great grandmother told her. Actually, this is before my mom had me, and she was pregnant with me at the time. And what she told me, what my great grandmother told her, that you ain't the first one pregnant, you ain't the first woman pregnant, and you ain't gonna be the last. It's like, Luna, it shouldn't matter. Women give birth in prison. She could still be pregnant and be in prison at the same time. So anything goes. Her crazy ass could be locked up, pregnant, and then give birth and still be locked up. So kudos to Electra. I don't really care for Electra like that. Sometimes I do find her boring. I do find her very, very lame. But she does get brownie points for calling the cops on that psycho hoe. So kudos to Electra. She did a good deed. That's something that Bill and Katie and Lee, they all failed to do. And Will failed to do himself. So yeah. So Luna gets, I think in today's episode, after the paternity test was done, after finding out that Will is actually the baby's father, that's when Alexa, she wasted no time by calling the cops on her. And the cops showed up. And then that detective, I forgot his name, the black guy. I forgot his name. He said, I don't care who your baby dad is, you going to prison. That was one of the most funniest and one of the most truthful lines ever. I'm like, dang. It's like whoever put that in that episode gets cool points. That's very creative right there. That little line right there. I don't care who your baby daddy is. You going to prison. Your ass is going to jail. All the shit that you did, you are going to jail, girl. You are going to jail. And she's like, oh, but no, I'm gonna die in there. And just all with them crocodile tears. I'm like, bitch, shut up, girl. So yeah, so as for the Luna storyline, and now that she's going back to prison, and then I think later this week, that's when Poppy finds out that she's alive, and yeah, and then as far as Deacon and Sheila, I think their marriage is about to be done, because it's like he's mad because she she kept the truth about Luna from him. But this isn't the first time she kept the shit from him. And now he's kind of like on the fence with her, and then now he's been talking to Taylor. I think that they're gonna pair him up. They're gonna pair him up with Taylor. Definitely, definitely with Taylor. Yeah. So yeah, Sheila, they probably gonna have her go back to her old self. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Like Sheila and Luna, like they both need to be locked up. It's like in all the shit that Sheila has done, and Sheila about to be a great grandma. And it's crazy because Finn, he's probably not 40 yet, and he about to be a grandpa. What a shame. What a shame. So yeah, so I think that's all from last week to this week. And yeah, that's it for Bold and Beautiful. Now let's move on to Beyond the Gates. And I watched everything. This was like the continuum of Doug's death, and with Donnell, and with Vanessa, and with Joey. And then Joey was trying to break it off with Vanessa because of Darnell seeking a job, and yeah, and then Vanessa defends Joey, like really defends him, really goes hard for him, and basically ruined her friendship with Nicole over that man. Yeah, so I mean, there's a part that doesn't really feel bad for Vanessa, as far as Doug's death. And I mean, yeah, she really loved him, but she slept around, like she slept with a lot of people. Like, ain't nothing coming back from that. And maybe she did, like I said, she probably did love Doug, just on an emotional level, not on a sexual level, because his gambling addictions played a part in their marriage falling apart, and it caused for their marriage to be opened the way that it did. And so yeah, part of me doesn't feel bad for her. And then for Donnell, I'm waiting for the other twin to come on the show, Deanna. Cause we already got Donnell. So yeah, we waiting on homegirl. So I'm looking forward to seeing Deanna in the near future. So enough with Vanessa and Doug. No, Vanessa, Doug. Yeah, Doug's deaf. Yeah, Vanessa, and Joey and Darnell and the McBrides. What they got going on. Then moving on to Danny, Andre, Bill, Haley. That child bride Haley. That girl's insecure. Then you have Bill really jealous. He got somebody to spy on Andre, found out his location, and then he and then he went to Ordine's and basically just spotted Andre and confronted Andre. Oh yeah, you this, you that. You better be careful with Danny. Like you ain't this, you ain't that. I'm like, dang, jealous Bill. Just admit that you want Danny back and quit wasting everybody's time. Just say you want Danny back. And Danny is the same way. I'm like, girl, you really want Bill back. You really want you still want Bill. And basically Andre is like the second choice. That's what she was like. She was giving Andre a choice to like to continue with the marriage or not. Because she literally like she doesn't even want to fight for Andre. And I do like her and Andre together. They do have chemistry. But at this point he is the second choice when it comes to her. And between him and Billy, not Billy, between him and Bill, Danny is going to she is going to pick Bill first. Bill is the first choice. And one of the reasons is they share two kids together, two daughters. So of course Bill is going to be the first choice compared to Andre. And then anything else? And then mm, as far as Ashley and Derek, they're still boring. Um and then they had that lady that Ashley and Andre saved in the elevator. They brought her and the baby back, and I'm like, okay, the baby's so adorable, but it's like, why bring that baby back? Why bring her back? I mean, she's a cute little girl, but enough with this stuck in the elevator storyline. I thought we'd been past that. Like, it's time to move on already. It's time to move on. Like, come on now. Come on now. It's time to move on. Um, yeah, I mean, as for Ashley, she's just boring, period. And Derek ain't making anything better. And then Shanice, my girl Shanice, Nurse Shanice, she needs to be freed from them in that storyline. So yeah. As for Naomi and Jacob, she did had a talk with Danny about the baby, and I'm like, girl, if you don't want to keep it, then you should have used protection. And not just that, she should have been on better birth control. Or if she hasn't been on birth control, then she needs to consider being on birth control if she doesn't want any children. I just don't see her, like I said last week. Did I say it last week? I don't remember saying it. I think I said it on my timeline, either on Twitter or on Blue Sky, that Naomi and Jacob are not going to last long. There's going to be some problems in their marriage because both of them are on different pages when it comes to children. Jacob Jacob wants to have kids. Naomi doesn't. And if they're going to be on different pages when it comes to that, then The marriage ain't gonna go. It ain't gonna go anywhere. It's not gonna grow. Their relationship is not gonna grow. They might as well just file for separation, and the next step is to file for a divorce. Because Jacob, he needs somebody who's on that same mindset as he has when it comes to having children. Same thing with Naomi. And that's her choice. I mean, she might as well just get an abortion, but because of what's going on politically, I don't think that they're gonna like go there as far as Naomi getting an abortion. I mean, she could always have a miscarriage. But they probably not gonna like have her do that either. So they probably gonna have her carry the baby full term, change her mind about having kids. Who knows? But as far as Naomi and Jacob, I just don't see them lasting. So yeah, so she had a talk with Danny about that. Then as far as with Tomas with his trifling ass, and Eva the side hoe, just like her mother, side hoe doing side hoe things, and she is for the birds, if you know what I mean. And Eva like, oh, I'm like, girl, that's what you get for sleeping with your sister's man. She thought she was going to win Tomas, and Tomas was gonna really drop Cat for her. I'm like, no, he doesn't really want you like that. And yes, Tomas was trifling, and I think that to me, as a person who used to like Eva but doesn't anymore, I'm gonna say this: I think that both she and Kat, they both deserve better. And then supposedly a new guy is supposed to come on the canvas, and they're gonna give that new guy to Eva. I'm like, why can't Kat get the new man? Kat, I mean, not Kat. Eva she should just stick with Tomas. But no, they want Tomas and Kat together. It's like, come on, Kat been complaining about the sex with him and all that stuff. I'm like, come on now. I just don't. I think Kat deserves. I think she deserves better than Tomas. And then on top of that, and then after Eva just jumping, just leave it off like, that's when Kat's like, ooh, like, you said that you love me. So yeah, so Chelsea this, Chelsea that, what? You love me? And they kind of made up, and then they decided to just screw in, um they decided to screw in one of those rooms, and yeah, at the court, not the courthouse, at the what's it called, oh my god, I've been watching this show for about 8 months. um Let me look up Beyond the Gates. Let me see. Beyond the Beyond the Gates. Uh, Beyond the Gate places. I could type up Beyond the Gates places. I'm trying to get the name of the. Let's see. I'm trying to. Let's see. I'm trying to. Mm, yeah, I'm trying to look for something. Let's see. Bear with me, you guys. Um, trying to see. Um, I got 100% of Rotten Tomatoes. Dang. Trying to find the name of the place. But I've been watching this show. I've been watching this show for 8 months now. Well, almost going on 8 months. It'd be officially 8 months on the 24th since the show's been around. But let me see. Mm, mm, let's see. Trying to find the name of the place. Is it like the? I think it's called the. Is it called the country club or something like that? I don't know. I've been watching the show for 8 months. I should know what the name of the place is um where the wealthy people go to. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just looking at my laptop right now, trying to pull up the name of the. But yeah. As for Kat and Tomas, Kat deserves better. She be the one that should get the new man, not Eva. Because Eva is just she's just as trifling as his mama. And as for Leslie, oh, you know what really pissed me off was when Jan, Ashley's mom, so goodable that she was able to make amends to Leslie all the shit that she has pulled. And Mona, she's like, nah, I still ain't rocking with her. I still ain't fucking with her. I'm good. And I'm glad to see Mona back. Now we just gotta see Laura back. And Mona had to show, no, I'm not gonna forget what that heifer has done. She ran Laura off the road. So yeah. So as for the Cat Eva Tomas storyline, and then I want to talk more about today's episode. Vernon and Anita going strong. They wanted some peace, and they wanted some peace. They wanted some quiet. They wanted like just silent, not silence, but they just wanted some peace, and they wanted some quiet time. So they went to Ordine's, and yeah, and and then what else? What else went on in today's episode? Oh yeah, as for June. Oh yeah, June. June telling off. Oh yeah, and I think the episode yesterday, that's when June told off Leslie and put her in her place. Like, no, I ain't scared of you, hoe. Yeah, I was in the streets. I gave up my kids, and you don't scare me. I don't fear you. Okay, heifer. June, she didn't say all that, but she was just telling that to Leslie, like, no, heifer, no, like, I don't fear you. I'm a former crackhead. I don't fear you because Leslie, she was all like side eye. She was all like side eyeing June. Just talking to Ted and getting his order, just helping him, and with his order, and I'm like why being jealous? Why warn June about a man that wants nothing to do with you, that doesn't really want your crazy ass, your trifling ass. And I think he has a thing for waitresses. One of my mutuals just point that out. I think it was on Blue Sky, either on Twitter or Blue Sky. Shout out to Twitter and shout out to Blue Sky. One of my mutuals did point out that Ted has a thing for waitresses. That could be true too. So yeah, yeah. So June telling off Leslie. I don't know. Leslie, she needs to, like I said last week, Leslie needs to be held accountable for her actions. Same thing with Eva. I'm tired of them motherfucking birds. They nothing but birds to me. And yeah, so I think that's all between last week and this week. As far as Beyond the Gates, as far as Days of Our Lives, Rachel being that little girl. Not only she shot her own uncle, but she out here influencing Thomas into being bad. I'm like, okay. I could see her just being a full on villain, like doing some villainous stuff like her mother. I do like Kristen, but yeah, I could see that. And then yeah, as far as like Theo goes, I think with Theo, I think Theo interacted with Gabby for a bit. I'm not gonna get into Days of Our Lives that much because I don't really like keep up with it, and I don't keep up with the show like that. Not right now. Not until some changes are being made. Maybe get rid of the current writers. Them ladies gotta go. I'm sorry, they gotta go. So I can't talk about Days of Our Lives that much. And then as for General Hospital, I'm not gonna get into it that much. And yeah, because I'm just go live. Well, I'm supposed to go live for an hour, and I got like about 7 minutes left till I wrap everything up. But yeah, but as for GH goes, um, let's see. I think with Drew, um, yeah, Drew, Nathan. I don't know. I don't even pay attention to General Hospital like that. I don't know. There's not a lot of people. I don't think there's anyone in the chat that's gonna like tell me what's going on with GH. For those who watch GH, just help me out to see what's going on. The only thing I know about GH right now, that I want to know about GH right now, is Trina. Anything involving Trina, I could talk about that. I could talk about that all day long. So yeah. Um, yeah. So as for General Hospital, I don't have that much to say. I think as far as like Drew, his shooting, and Nina and Carly, the Granny Wars. Oh my God. And it still continues. And I'm tired of it. I get it. I think just Carly and Nina just being in scenes together, and like in almost every episode they're in scenes together. I get it. Laura Wright and Cynthia Wadros. Laura and Cynthia, they must enjoy working together, because it's like, damn, Carly and Nina still going at it. Them Granny Wars, it still continues. Like, dang. Like, I'm tired of it. I'm just tired of Nina being used as a punching bag for Carly. And I know some of my mutuals, they like Carly, but I don't like her. I used to like her, but not anymore. But ever since Laura Wright took over the no offense to Laura Wright, but ever since Laura Wright took over the role, it's like it's just something about Carly that's just so unlikable. So yeah, the Grain Wars and Elizabeth. I think Elizabeth finding out about Portia being pregnant, and then um yeah, as far as like Black Hospital goes, yeah, so they're having Portia and Isaiah as an item. They're really going forward with them as an item. So I kind of do prefer Isaiah and Jordan, but yeah, um, yeah, and then Trina and Kai figuring out Drew's shooter, and I like I said last week, Trina, she deserves better writing. It's the show to me is just it's just horrible to me. It's horrible. I mean, it's gotten better in a way, but bringing back Nathan, and it's possible that Nathan could be either Peter or Faison, and they're trying to do this mask, this disguise, the rubber mask that they did like about about over 10 years ago. Like, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of Frank and his shenanigans. He gotta go. It's like some of these useless characters. I'm just tired. I'm done. Like no. In order for me to watch GH again, like y'all need to do some changes. Y'all need to get rid of Frank, get rid of the rest of his minions. Liz Cortez, that bitch gotta go. Like, any of his minions gotta go. Chris gotta go. Yeah, they all gotta go in order for me to go back to watching the show. And yeah, that's why I stick to Beyond the Gates. And I stick to the other CBS soaps. I'm a CBS soap girl now. I used to be ABC, but not anymore. I am a CBS soap gal. Okay? Young and Restless, Bold and Beautiful, even though Bold and Beautiful is just a shitty, at least it's watchable compared to GH and Beyond the Gates. So that's it. Those are the only three I watch regularly. So I'm about to wrap it up in a few minutes. And for those who have watched me live for a full hour, thank you so much. Unfortunately, I didn't really get anybody in the chat, and I did get one viewer, so that's making progress. And yeah, so I think that's it for this week. Um, this episode of Soap Talk with your girl Binky. And you can follow me on all platforms, social media platforms. Instagram at EST Deep 606 underscore. Twitter EST Spurner the number four ever, and then Blue Sky. Just search for Binky Sprinter 25, or look under Tell 'em Binky did it. I don't remember my at by heart, but yeah, but if you just type in Tell 'em Binky did it, or just search Binky Sprinter 25, then that's me. You can follow me there on Blue Sky. As for Facebook, I barely go on there. I do have one, but I don't really mess with like that. So I'm not gonna like give like my Facebook information or my personal Instagram page information, because the Instagram page that I just that I just mentioned. That's like my fan page. But anyway, this is your girl um signing out, and I catch you guys next week. Take care. Bye. Have a great night. Take care.